August 19th, 2019. Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Birthday hugs. Good morning. Oh my gosh, I was just talking about getting these. Thank you. Right behind this little hill.
We have 3 canines in the park. We have wolves now, thanks to the reintroduction. We have coyotes and we have foxes. On a wildlife tour, if you see all 3, that's called a three-dog day. We also have 3 cats in the park. We got mountain lions, we have bobcats, and we have Canadian lynx. Canadian lynx is the only animal that's still on the endangered species list. It used to share that with grizzly bear, but the grizzly bear came off the list a couple years ago.
What's the hottest cat spot?
The hardest one? Canadian lynx. I have seen 2 mountain lions in 12 cities. They're hard. I know people that have been here twice as long and haven't seen anything. When I see a badger, well, she forces me to drive out here and walk her to, and we never see him for the second time, but she's determined that we can find him.
I told you that last night. Go on your head.
Is that elk?
Are you like punished? Horns.
Elk shed every year in certain areas. It all geared up. And at the spring of the year, and they open the gates, and you have to
was det så dran haben so?
Guys have dogs that are trained behind the sheds. You know?
Spine?
And it's so
Ed and Florence is their 50th. Where are you, Ed? Ed and Florence. Way in the back. Put your hand up. Okay. Yeah, happy anniversary to you folks. 50 years. What a great way to celebrate it out here at Roosevelt Cookout here in Yellowstone, Michigan.
I got a walk.
Where's Olivia?
Here she is.
Back there in the back?
Yeah.
Let's say happy birthday. 17.
Oh my gosh.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Olivia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, pal. Yay!
Thank you. Navajo Rock by Ian Tyson.
Good.
Good job, Barbara.
The song that I got off of the early Jerry Jeffrey walk around.
Your noses are like velvety. Your little noses.
You touched it?
Pet him, Livy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Letting you,
Birthday, so, yeah.
letting you touch it. He gave you a little bow. Birthday bow. The wagon like rocked. Soft, isn't he, Bri? Your parents gonna pet them?
Okay, I don't know what Larry's doing.
Yeah, where's Ryan in September?
He decided to film himself.
Starting to load up. Oh, here they go. Get someone to get a picture.
Yeah, I know.
Aren't they little love muffins?
They're so sweet.
And they're really scary.
So sweet.
They're docile.
I think these are like 10 years old, something like that. They're actually, no, I think these are like the 5 and 7. I think these are the young guys. They come kind of paired off to us. We lease them from a gentleman that has about 2,000 horses.
Really?
And we ordered a certain number of saddle horses or draft horses to pull the wagons. And they come to us in pairs. And these come, usually the smartest one is as the driver sees it. The smartest one's on the left, the biggest one's on the right. Most of these are Amish trained, and that's how they train them for agriculture. They want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you ready as you blink.
Really?
Can you touch them?
Yeah. Ready, straight.
Yeah, I was up there filming him like that. Touch him on his head, rubbing out his ear. Slow.
Oh no! You chased him in. What the heck?
All right, they got him on the run.
There's like the Tyson and the bed. You're a butthead. I know them. Oh, you're a butthead.
Harrison, Kara got the ear. Right here.
Why?
Was he a charge in the second?
Yeah, we can go up there.
All day. hand for cooking that coffee. Yeah. Right now, give Jared a big hand here. He's going to tell you how we're getting out of here tonight. Yeah, the cooks do a lot out here. They have to fight bears off with all the steaks when they get here. It's happened before. One time they had to cancel cookout because they had a grizzly come in and Bert couldn't fight him off. So, yeah, that's a good deal. All right. I guess I'll tell you guys some stories while we're waiting on the horseback rides to get out of here. I'm glad Emma's doing the coffee tonight. First story's about her. Emma, she come into the corrals, you know, nobody knew quite, she worked out at the Grand Canyon packing mules up and down the canyon working for Xanterra, but we wasn't quite sure if she could ride a horse. We knew she could ride mules down there, but you know, she was coming, she had her chest all bowed out, talking about how many, you know, she could ride any mule or horse around, this, that, and the other, kind of bragging a little bit. And if we ever have somebody like that come into the corrals, we got this pretty crazy quarter horse up in Bozeman, Montana, kind of like our practice horse for the corrals. Basically, if you can ride this horse, you can handle any horse we got, right? So she's all, oh, I don't, you know, all you got to do is hold on for 8 seconds. And she's like, okay, that's fine. So we get her up there, we load her into the Yellowstone van, and we're just feeding her cowboy coffee, right? She's getting all jacked up. And we get up there to Bozeman, and she goes running out of the van, and right away she jumps on that quarter horse before we can even get a rope on her. Right away that horse goes to bucking and spinning, she's holding on. We just started counting down. 8, 7, 6. She lost the stirrup at 5. We're just 4, 3. We get all the way down to 1, and the Walmart employee ran out there and unplugged that quarter horse. Yeah, we gave it to her. She's been pouring coffee ever since. You know, Roosevelt Lodge is pretty rustic living here. And I was like, well, all right. It sounded like they were kind of trying to talk me out of it, you know. I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, well, there's no internet service or cell phone service, no running water, bathroom in your cabin, no central heating air, wood-burning stove. I was like, yeah, shoot, you can count me in. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I get here my first night, and what they don't tell you is about all the mice you're going to be living with in your cabin. But it's you start coming up with names for them, like Gus Gus, and this, that, and the other, you know, making t-shirts, feel like Cinderella. But anyways, I'm sitting there, laying in my bed, and I'm kind of watching the stars through the ceiling hole of the cabin, praying that it don't rain, right? And I'm a big Cheez-Its fan. Anybody here like Cheez-Its? I can't go to sleep without 2 handfuls of Cheez-Its every night. I got a problem, right? Well, I'm sitting there laying in bed. I got my Cheez-Its fixed. We don't have to be at work until 10 o'clock the next morning. And all of a sudden, I hear something going across the floor. Yeah, I get up, I turn the overhead light on. Sure enough, there goes my box of Cheez-Its out the front door with a family of mice. You know, what in the world am I get myself into around here? Well, I think I can make it down to the Gardner Market in Gardner, Montana, get a new box of Cheez-Its and make it back before work starts. Anybody here been caught in a bison jam?
Yes.
Yeah, it happened to me on the way back. I was 15 minutes late coming into work. And all I got is this story about this family of mice still in my box of Cheez-Its, right? It's not sounding good. So I go in, everybody's kind of staring at me. They're having a big meeting in the corrals there. And, oh yeah, they all start clapping. Oh, you're perfect for the job. They're looking at their fake watches, you know. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Well, our head wrangler at the time, Billy Taylor, she reaches under her desk, grabs this big old black duffel bag, tosses it over, and lands at my feet. And they're like, come on, open it up, open it up. All right, calm down. I reach down, I unzip this bag, and there's this huge moose head just staring up at me, right? Not only was there a moose costume in this bag, there was also an instructional video that teaches you how to walk, talk, and chew cud like a moose. Now, we got a rec cabin up here on location with a TV and a DVD player, and they want me to go in there for 2 hours. That's how long the video is, until I know everything there is to know about being a moose. Well, you guys are serious. A 2-hour-long video of being a moose. Like, yeah, we're serious. I'm like, all right. 2 hours later, I knew everything there was to know about being a moose, right? So I throw the big old furry costume on, thinking it's a joke, going walking back down the trail. Everybody's outside just bellied over laughing at me. Well, apparently,
There's a new attraction in Yellowstone National Park where you're guaranteed to see a moose from 2 to 4 o'clock every afternoon out in Lamar Valley close to the Soda Butte. And I'm the man for the job, right? I still thought they were pulling my leg until I come walking out of the tree line and this big old moose. I'm just moping around like, what did you get yourself into? A moose in Yellowstone. This is great. You know? I look up through my nose hole at the pullout. There's about 7 cars pulled over. Everybody's piled out just taking pictures. I perked up real quick. Oops, I'm a moose in Yellowstone. Let's cut my stuff a little bit, you know. I clock out at 4 o'clock. Everything was great. I was having a good time in Yellowstone. Only worked 2 hours a day. I was a moose. Everybody loved me. They're taking pictures of me. And word is spreading. You can see a moose from 2 to 4 o'clock every day out there, right? I was getting pretty good at my job. About a week of that went by. And I remember it was a particular Friday. I got out there, had my mojo going. I was feeling good. I come out of the tree line. I looked over there towards the pullout to see what I was working with. There's about 100 cars backed up. Everybody's out there with their big cameras, huge lenses, big old spotting scopes, just waiting on the moose to come out. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day today. Started strutting down to the creek, pretending to drink out of the water. Look at the moose, drink out of the creek. You know, I get a little cocky. I get down there and I start splashing around. You know, almost lose my moose head at one point. And I go to climb out of the back of the creek and I turn around for a nice glamour shot. Realize nobody's looking at me no more. They're looking at about a 45-degree angle over this way behind me. I got to thinking, what out here in Yellowstone National Park in Lamar Valley could be more interesting to see than a moose? A grizzly bear. I looked over my shoulder to see what all the commotion was about. Here comes a big old grizzly bear over the hill. Time for the moose to clock out early, right? First grizzly bear I ever seen. I'm like, that's pretty cool, but I got to get out of here. And I'm trying to keep it in character because I got about 150 people with cameras, right? All right. I hear somebody over at the, crowd. Look, the grizzly bear's going after the moose. I turned around. Sure enough, here comes big old grizzly bear after the moose. I didn't even know grizzly bear ate moose. I'll tell you one more thing. That instructional video don't teach you how to run like no moose. But 150 people with cameras, you better bet I was trying. I know I probably looked injured. I hear somebody else. He's gonna catch it! I didn't even turn around to look. I come up off all fours and was on all twos. My moose head was turning around backwards. I was too late. I got speared from behind. Face in the rocks, sharp claws about to dig into my shoulders, hot breath on my neck. Then all of a sudden I heard, "Hey man, you better cut it out here before you get us both fired." That's how I met Bird over there.
He puts that real big bump on the big mud hole. He spent one day filling in one hole. And he's really good.
Come out here, you might as well spend all day.
You gotta pace yourself, is what he told me. I said, what'd you do all day? Filling in that mud hole.
And make it perfect like it.
Everybody, if you look up to your right, you see some short pine trees. Those are ones. It was caused by a gentleman who disposed of a cigarette improperly. During the 88 fires, just under 800,000 acres were affected. That's about 36% of the park. The North Fork fire alone burned 410,000 acres. So more than half of the acreage affected during that year was affected by the North Fork fire. I'll get to it, I'll touch on it again, but our cookout has been going on since about 1958. It's only camp, maybe a little bit later than most. Well, one day, Mr. Everts didn't come back to the camp at all. He had gotten behind this big thicket of forest with fallen trees that he couldn't penetrate, so he decided to hunker out the night in the woods and find his way back to the park the following day. As he was trying to find his way the next morning, he got off his horse to check some prints on the ground. He didn't know if they were his own horse tracks or his police tracks, maybe.
Hey, all right.
He's music.
He has a GPS. Try to stop Justin.
He's got a little.
Come on,